and thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. So I have had such a warm welcome from the Nightwish family and so many requests to do more. How could I possibly say no? So I am here today to react to Dead Boy's Poem. Like I said, another Nightwish song. This specific song was a request from one of my new Patreons. If you haven't had a chance to check out my Patreon, make sure to do so. I will link that in the description below. But you can see what I'm up to with my mental health outreach, submit questions for my celebrity guests, request song reactions, chat with me on monthly video calls, ask me personal questions, and get monthly pictures. So lots going on over here. Like I said, at the very least, you can come over and see some of the updates, some of the things I'm up to. You can see some of the different projects I've been working on. A couple months ago, my son and I, we focused on the elderly for the mental health outreach, and we got large print books. He wrote letters for each and every one of them, and we took them to elderly individuals who might just be confined during quarantine and didn't have a lot of connection, just so they can know that we haven't forgotten them, that they're still cared about. We also, he helped me make his super scary monster spray, which you can see a picture of over there. He designed the label. You can see a picture of on the Patreon. He designed the label for that. It's an essential oil blend. We teamed with BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse, to connect with children that are in less unfortunate situations where they might feel unsafe or afraid, just to give them something to help them combat the monsters in the closet, to let them know that someone cares, and to help empower them. And we got really great feedback on that. Now, since it's summer break, we're going to be focusing on parents, because it can be a struggle when the kids are home to maintain our mental health while still being super mom or super dad. And while we did hit our 1,000 subscribers 3 times over, my goal was to hit 1,000 subscribers for May for Mental Health Awareness Month. I now have over 3,000, so I am so grateful. Like I said in my thank you video, I'm so humbled and grateful to have been able to do that. But if you're new, still subscribe, because you don't want to miss any of my celebrity interviews, any of my further reactions, or any of my vlogs about my mental health journey. Stay here with me. Keep up, guys. I love you so much. But I've had enough Floorplay because I have not listened to any other Nightwish. I did re-listen to The Poet and The Pendulum, and I'm going to be doing so several more times because I really just want to let the deep meaning of that sink in, since I had you guys explain it to be deeper. Because I went in, I raw dogged it. I went in, I had no background of Nightwish. I had no background of the song. I just went in blind. And it was a great experience, but now that I know a little bit more about the band, I'm really excited. But I didn't want to have this experience without you. I wanted you to be part of this journey with me, so I have not listened to any other songs other than that one, so I'm really excited to jump into this one. Enough of the Floorplay. Let's get on to the Floorgasms. I love you guys. And this is live in Buenos Aires.
Silence followed, a perfect concert, my best friend. So much to live for, so much to die for. If only my heart had known.
Oh, there's so much to live for, so much to die for. It's when you feel like you have so much love and you have all of this gratitude and you have all of these things to be grateful for, but you still just feel like you're dying inside and like you want to die and you just can't find that reason to go on. And that is a huge theme for people that are struggling with mental health conditions, be it depression, anxiety, BPD, bipolar. That's kind of a theme across all of them, where it's not like you're being ungrateful. It's not like you don't feel love. Sometimes I feel too much love, I think, but you're just really trying to find that connection and that reason to keep going, because despite the love and the gratitude, sometimes it just doesn't feel like enough.
Sing what you can say, forget what you can't play. Hasten to drown into beautiful eyes. Walk within my poetry. This
for a second, because the Never Sigh for a Better World, it's already composed. I feel like sometimes, you feel like you try to improve your life. You try to move forward. You try to figure out how to take a step in the right direction. And you feel like you keep failing and failing and failing. And no matter what you do, you just feel stuck. And it's kind of like this loop. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. And maybe this is Tuamas. Is that how you say it? Tuamas? I kept reading it and I just realized I haven't heard it. But his... maybe this is his story. I presume he's still writing the music. Maybe this is his story of where he had these ambitions, these really high ambitions, but felt like his story... I mean, we kind of feel sometimes like our own stories aren't unique. Maybe this was his struggle of feeling like his own story wasn't unique and that everything had already been composed, everything had already been told. So it's either trying to find your little corner in the world when you feel like all the stories have already been told, or trying to break out of that mindset that, well, it doesn't matter what I do because it's not going to change anything. Everything's going to lead to the same path. So I'm not sure which way it's going, but that is my takeaway there.
Wrote for the virgin, died for the beauty, the one in the garden, created a kingdom, reached for the wisdom, failed in becoming a god.
Oh my god. Failed at becoming a god. So I was listening to the Virgin, the garden. I think this ties into the creation story. I think that the boy is feeling almost evil because he failed to become a god. And maybe this is Satan in the garden who wanted the power of God. Or maybe it's Eve who wanted the wisdom of God. But he failed to become a god. He failed... Is this an immortality? Is this a power? Is this a wisdom? I don't know, but he's failing to become a god. And for me, that just tied into the creation story.
For I've given this its strength, and it has become my only strength. Comforting home, mother's lap, chance for immortality, where being wanted became a thrill I never knew. The sweet piano writing down my life.
The sweet piano writing down my life. So instead of him writing the music, it's a relationship between him writing the music and the music writing him. And for someone who had her life saved by a song, I understand that many times music can express what we can't. And sometimes it's almost out of our control. We feel like we just have this relationship with our art, not even just music, with our art. And sometimes when we feel weak, music, or in many cases other arts, can be the only constant strength in our life. So while we're giving that last little bit of ourselves, that last little bit of energy to create something beautiful for someone else, or just to create and get it out of us, it's giving us strength back. So we're giving our strength to it because we might just feel depleted and tired, and then it gives its strength back to us. And man, that is just so beautiful, because when everything else fails you, the music's there, your art's there, your passion's there. It's still there for you.
Show me love, hold the love. So much more I wanted to give to the ones who love me. I'm sorry. Time will tell. It's bitter farewell.
Oh my god, it's suicide note.
Nor me, nor you. And you. I wish I didn't feel for you anymore.
I wish I didn't feel for you anymore. I've said that so many times about people where I just didn't want to connect to them anymore. I didn't want to love them anymore. But yeah, this is a suicide note. It's not just a poem, it's a suicide note because he's feeling like he can't find connection anymore. He's feeling inadequate and bitter and lonely, and he feels like no matter how much love he gives, it's just not enough. And that's heartbreaking, especially hearing it come from a child, because I feel this as an adult. I feel that, you know, when I was younger, I had that innocence, and this poor child must have been through something, and I don't know if this is a reflection of their own lives, but there must have been some kind of abuse or letdown or betrayal, because clearly he feels like his love isn't good enough, and that is just heartbreaking. There it is. There they are again. Well, you guys weren't wrong. I'm still in love. And it has such a different vibe than Poet and the Pendulum. It just had such a different vibe. But I had my Floorgasm, had the Floorplay, had the Floorgasm. I feel complete now. I feel like when she said a lonely soul, lonely ocean, I feel that that was a resurrection of sorts, because this boy wanted immortality. He wanted love. He wanted all these things. And I feel, unfortunately, lost that battle and found his resurrection through the poem, because that is how he will live on forever. He will live on forever through his words, through his poem, through his music, through that art. And that's so tragic, because, I mean, there are so many people that thought had to cross their mind is, I just can't be here. Either the pain is too much, or I feel like I'm being too much of a burden on other people. I know I had that. That was my last thoughts when I was standing on the ledge and I almost lost my life. I was thinking, I hope this doesn't hurt because I don't want to hurt anymore. And I was thinking, this is what's best for everyone. This is what's best for my son and my friends. It's not. It wasn't. But that's what that shadow told me. And I feel that this boy, that was where he got, is he just felt that this was what was best, that he just couldn't be here in this world anymore. And that's so heartbreaking, because I know a lot of people go through that. A lot of people feel that. And if you are struggling for any reason, guys, if you just need to talk, if you need to share your story, I always encourage people to do that here in the comments. Share your mental health story. That's how we shatter the stigma. Let's have this community where we talk about it openly without judgment or fear, where we just come in love and share our stories. Please, 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 I encourage you to do that. But if you don't want to do that publicly, you can go over to my Instagram, Amanda Webster Health, send me a message. I read all of my messages, and even if I can't respond to every comment here on my videos, I read every single one of them without exception, I promise. I want everyone to know that it does get better. It can get better. I care if your light goes out. This song actually kind of made me think of Leave Out All the Rest by Linkin Park, because it seems to be, what would I say to my loved ones if I knew that I wasn't going to be here, if I knew that I was going to leave, or if I'd left, what would I say to my loved ones? So this song kind of had that vibe of Leave Out All the Rest, which that song got me through my mom's death, because I kept thinking, my mom wouldn't have wanted me to dwell on her loss or dwell on all the negativity. My mom would have wanted me to live her legacy, and I try every day to be someone that my parents would have been proud of. And the mental health conversation, journey, shattering that stigma is really huge for me, because I think that it's something that's really ignored in our society, and there needs to be more light brought to it. So I see you as always, and I love you, and I am so appreciative for all of my new community here, everyone sharing their stories, everyone giving their feedback. I hope I did this one as much justice as Poet and the Pendulum, but I am in love, and I promise there will be more Nightwish to come, because I want you guys to be part of this journey, and I won't listen without you. I promise I won't Nightwish cheat. So you're going to be part of this journey with me. Thank you so much for staying. I love you guys so much. Mwah.